Every day this week, we are less than a week away from the finals. We're going to pick a category and rank our top 3 players from the Turin field. And today, Chanda and Nico, we are talking forehands. Obviously, all 8 have great forehands, great serves, whatever. But we're going to go top 3 forehands from the final 8, Chanda, going from 3 to 1, starting with your 3rd best forehand in Italy. Who do you have?
My 3rd best forehand is Andrei Rublev. I mean, he crushes it, and I'm a little partial to somebody that can explode the ball. I mean, there's times where you think he could almost burst it with how big he's hitting it. I think it maybe isn't the most versatile forehand at times, but when he's got anything hittable, it is usually lights out. So for me, he's number 3.
Number 3, yeah. Rublev. Now we're going to give you 2 spots. This is going to be like a tie break. You get 3 and 2.
Okay, my 3rd will be Jannik Sinner. He's just so confident. It's a hammer nowadays. He's hitting it with a great base in the legs, and now he's changing it around. He's not so predictable. He's using that little angle cross court inside out. Is just murder for him, and he's hitting it very well on the run with that balance he has from his previous skiing experience. I just feel that he's in a good spot in his career.
He hit one like 120 miles an hour the other. I mean, that was sick.
Hammering.
All right, who's your number 2?
I'm going to have to go with Novak Djokovic. I mean, he's a 6-time champion. He's won Paris for the 7th time. He can do whatever he wants with that forehand. It might not be a crack of a forehand like Chanda likes, but he controls it. And when it counts, when the moment is tight, he makes it.
I'm with you there. I think the Djokovic forehand is underrated overall. So, all right, he's going Sinner, Djokovic.
Touche. It's tough not to put Djokovic on every list.
Right?
I get it.
The GOAT. All right, who do you have at number 2?
Okay, my number 2 is Jannik Sinner.
Okay.
So he crushes the ball, and the beauty of the forehand is that he does have a little more versatility. You mentioned the running forehand, Nico. That is the shot I think is most improved because of his movement and his ability to get out on the edges of the court. He can hit it inside out as well. He can back it up with volleys, but the forehand is a huge weapon for Sinner. Sometimes we don't realize how big he is hitting it, but it's a beauty.
It is a beauty. All right, so you got Rublev, Sinner. Time now for your number 1 forehand in the field in Turin.
My number 1 is Alcaraz.
Okay.
Carlos Alcaraz forehand. I got to go with it because it's the forehand that he can crush. It's the forehand that he can slice. It's the forehand that he can hit the drop shot off of, and it's all with the same look. He is not afraid to go to the outer edges of the court to hit a forehand, and that, for me, is impressive. Alcaraz, he hits it big, but he's got a lot of versatility as well, and I think that puts him number 1 in that category for me.
The versatility, you got me there. I wasn't always thinking about the drop shot, but he does hit that beautifully off of the forehand wing. Who is your number 1 forehand in the field?
I hate it, but I have to agree with Chanda. Carlos Alcaraz, he just has reshaped the way you use the forehand out in the circuit. The drop shot all of a sudden has become very popular among all players. He can leave you standing up, just blowing it past you. He can defend with the slice. The way he gets to the balls when he goes out to the edges of the court to defend and where he can place it, the control he has for the lob as well makes it, for me, the best forehand nowadays in men's tennis.
Agreed at the top. Carlos Alcaraz. I would put personally Novak Djokovic would be my number 1. Then I'd have Alcaraz at 2, and then Jannik Sinner at 3.
Well, okay.
But, I mean, there's a reason why I think they all dictate with their forehands, and Djokovic clearly has won more than all of those guys combined. So we'll see what happens. We'll go through backhands. We'll go through serves. We're going to have fun all week long here on Tennis Channel Live.